So, I remember my mom bought me these brand new pair of shoes. I thought I was so fresh when I went back to school. I was excited. I got to pick them out myself. They were white. They had like some pink and purple and blue on the tip of them. And we had got them from either Pickway or Payless at the time. I can't remember, but it's the early 90s, so I think it was a Pickway. But nonetheless, I had these new shoes. They kind of look like some New Balances or some throwback Reeboks. But anyways, I went back to school. It was springtime. I had my new white shoes all clean, and I was so proud and feeling good because I got to pick my own shoe. And I go back to school, and the kids make fun of my shoes. They told me that they were off-brand, that them was some no-name brand shoes. And they made fun of me. Bro, I was so crushed. My whole little day was shattered because these mean children made fun of my shoes. It didn't matter how clean they were. It didn't matter what kind of a person I was. I didn't have on no Filas or no Nikes or no J's. I had on a nice clean pair of white shoes with no particular markings on them. So I was off brand. I was thinking about that today, and in retrospect, I couldn't believe the world of materialism, the level of external faith they had in cotton and rubber and plastic and threads and materials that we put on our body. This is in retrospect as an adult. Of course, as a kid, I wanted to fit in. I wanted to be cool. I wanted name brand shoes. But as an adult, and in raising children or reflecting on the youth of today and looking at them, and even the adults, and how materialistic of a society that we live in, and all the faith that we place in external. And we have all these empty vessels who lack self-love and self-confidence and are more worried about the clothes that we put on, the cars that we drive, and the houses that we live in, instead of having shelter or having clothing to protect our body and keep us warm, or having a comfortable pair of shoes to wear, and that just be enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, how could these children, we at 9 and 10 years old, have a mind like this before we know ourselves, before we know our body and our personalities and our souls and spirits? We know what we saw in commercials, what's been pushed down our throats, what we saw in movies, you know what I mean? And into adulthood, we still live like this. It's very unfortunate. Now I look out, and it's about being a makeup artist and lashes and wigs and makeup and how fresh you can be and bottle popping and turning up at the club, and you can't take pictures in the same outfits on the gram and on Facebook, so you shopping like crazy. And for what? For what? And your insides is not whole. There's trauma and PTSD and voids and all these things. And we're so focused on the outside. Nothing wrong with no off-brand shoes. Ain't nothing wrong with a black t-shirt. Ain't nothing wrong with fancy clothes and fine linen and silk. But you cannot place value on external things. All that we ever needed is inside. Love, peace, joy, happiness, kindness, family, friends. That all comes free. So in retrospect and in reflection today, I just wanted to think about what we put value in. And if I was there again at 9 years old, I wish I had the self-confidence to roll my eyes and keep it moving, or spit some wisdom to those children And all of us at the time going to public schools, we all were either living in poverty or just above the poverty line and getting free lunches. This is public school. Nobody had any rights to act like they had some. We all in the same situation, and these are people, we live in the same community, and in that world we talk about each other and dog each other out. It's very unfortunate. But I hope for better. I will teach my children something different. And I hope you all teach your children something different, to love themselves, to be respectful, and to put value on the individual, the person on the inside. Yeah? Wholeness.